Views. I'm Nicole Vegas.
And I'm your co-host, Drea Davis.
And I'd like to give a shout out to Maria Preza through Social Media Shows Network. Check her out on Spotify. And also you can do a sponsor through Vegas Views.
Shout out Maria Preza. And today we have our special guest here, Noel G.
What up?
He's in the house.
Welcome.
I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time because I know you are busy.
No, it's love. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, so I appreciate you so much. I know that you do a couple conventions. You just went through one. Can you
Yeah, we did a diecast Hot Wheel convention. It was over there at the Ahern Hotel in Las Vegas. It was off the hook.
How'd that go?
It was good. We had a lot of people there. We had, who did we have, Johnny?
Ron Perlman.
Yeah, Ron Perlman.
Oh.
We had
The voice of Optimus Prime.
the voice of Optimus
Oh,
Prime.
cool.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Sergeant. Oh, that's right, G.I. Joe. We had a lot of heads there. It was cool. It was cool.
Fast
Nice.
A lot of Hot Wheel cars. It was a cool convention.
I think you're doing something.
I'm
in
tripping out because
September.
I'm watching myself back
Yeah.
in time. Back here.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Just,
everything's
just
10
tells you
minutes
when to
later.
sit up
But
straight. That's all.
I'm like, that's not
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
emo
like, I
time
gotta make
right
sure
there.
he's good. Yeah,
I was tripping
nobody
out.
else will let
Yeah,
you
you see
know.
yourself.
You guys can't see what I'm talking about, but I'm like in the future right now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You
All
can-
right.
nobody
Right here
knows.
with the cameras
Right.
back there so we see ourselves. and-
Right, right.
Thank you for explaining so it doesn't make
Yeah.
it sound like he's crazy, like we're in the future. I'm like,
All
you know
this
what?
equipment we got from Mexico. We good. We
You're
good.
from Cali, but you spend a lot of time in Vegas. It
Yeah, it's
seems,
like my
yeah.
second home.
Exactly.
Too much damn time in Vegas. More than I need to.
No, that's not true. That's how we.
You can never spend too much
No,
No,
time.
it's
I
true.
but I love Vegas. Vegas
Yeah.
is my spot.
I know you have
Yeah.
something coming up too, because I'm going to buy tickets out there. You have a table in California, I think in September. Somewhere in California, there's a convention.
You're too far ahead for
Is
me.
it
I
too
can't
far
remember.
ahead? I don't
Okay.
know.
I
But
can't
you
remember
have like a-
yesterday.
Oh.
An art show that you're doing? Or,
Oh, yeah. There's a horror museum that just opened up in Ontario. It's making some noise.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. You walk through it. It's like they got the Freddy Krueger display, the Jason
Mm.
Voorhees display, Michael Myers. So they're doing a pop-up show over there.
Cool.
So yeah, they're bringing us out.
What are you going to be doing? Are you going to be scaring people?
We're just gonna be chilling. Yeah,
Okay,
we might
yeah.
be. Yeah,
I
we
think
might
you
be.
scare people in the police costume that he showed me. You had a police role recently.
Oh yeah, no, don't bring that up. That's classified information. I know. I was looking like chips on that
Oh,
one.
that was great. It was great. I was like, what? Is that really you? But he didn't have that.
I wanted to switch up character. You know what I'm
You
saying?
did,
So I
that's
went a
great.
whole nother route. I went a
Yes.
whole nother
I
route.
like it. I can't wait. I'm going to rent that. You can rent it now, right?
Yeah, you can get it now. It's on Amazon Prime. It's called The Psycho's Path. So if you ever want to see a whole different role other than what I always play, watch that
Okay.
movie and you'll trip out.
Dope.
You'll be like, that ain't Noel.
Yeah.
No,
There's
that's
no way.
lost. That's lost.
That's
without
all
letting
good.
me
I
get
ain't
that.
dying for it. I ain't
I know
dying
you
for it.
died for it too often. Oh, no.
Well, you know, you look fly today. We see you got your Raiders gear on, repping for Vegas, and
This is swap meet clothes.
Dang.
It's straight. That's a swap meet. It's straight off the table.
Where can they go buy that? Swap meet out here?
Any swap meet you want. Any swap meet you go to has some Raider stuff. Mandatory.
I see that you have some of your crew with you too. I know I got to meet some through that Frequent Brothers Haunted Houses that you got to
Like I said, you
experience.
invite one Mexican, we bring 10.
You bring
We
them
all came in the same car. That's just how it works.
Really, really good group.
All 10 of us
Yeah.
came in a two-seater
In
car.
a two-seater car, yep.
That's
He
how
did
it
that. He's teasing everyone for the new viewers.
No, they
They're
took
like,
it serious. They took
Yeah,
it
Yeah,
serious.
they did
No,
take it.
I'm
They're messaging right now. Maria, really? He only
I'm
has a
playing, I'm
two-seater?
playing.
I saw him pull up. He really was a two-seater.
What's life if we're not having fun, right?
I also
There
want
it
to
is.
give a shout out through you were on the Mahals Productions, Bermuda Island.
Yeah,
That's where we all met. Well,
That's
I met
right.
you
That's
there.
right.
That is
man.
true.
Oh, that's right. Is that where we
Yeah,
all?
that is where
Well,
we all
oh,
met.
yeah.
I knew her previously, but we all.
Oh, okay,
met.
gotcha.
That was
That's
it.
what's
You know
up.
what?
That's
That
what's
is
up.
something.
He was
That
getting
is-
handcuffed.
That's nothing new. That's nothing new in my world.
But yeah, I got to see behind the scenes, and you
Yes.
really did well. You
Yeah.
got into the character.
No
and,
effort.
Yeah.
No effort.
Let me give you 100. Hold up.
Oh,
You blow me up. I'll take it, right?
No, that's
I'm
not
like,
how we
damn.
reward.
But if you give me 100, you gotta give Maria 100.
It's all
Everyone-
They're all counterfeit, but yeah.
Dang.
They're made at Johnny's Toy
See,
Store.
You started opening that can up with, they're going to have their hands, I'll be like,
Johnny,
slapping
pop
it.
in here for 2 seconds.
Yeah,
For 2
come
seconds.
on
Just
in.
jump right here. Just
Come
get right
over
here.
here.
Right here.
Behind us, right here.
Just
This
for 2 seconds.
way.
2 seconds.
Yeah, this way, so we can see everything.
You guys recognize this cat right here?
Let's see. He's
I'm
not showing up
invisible.
yet.
I can,
He's not showing up
No,
yet.
Five,
I'm gonna show-
four,
Bam!
three,
Right
two,
there.
okay.
That's how it works.
yeah.
This homie right here is from Toy Shack, Pawn Star Show. the toy expert. He got his toy store on Fremont Street.
Fremont Street.
Called Toy Shack. You got to go check it out.
Check out
Toy
Toy Shack.
Shop.
We have
What I
Yeah.
heard,
What's
it
in
isn't
there?
true. So
Could be true.
I don't know.
There's one spot that it's 18 and over, and you got no. I'm playing. No, it's all collectible toys. It's all
Okay.
collectible.
Vintage
Toys.
toys and stuff.
Yeah, so we put the convention together with CJ and a few other guys, and then we had all the Mattel guys in town, and it was a great convention. So we're just doing it bigger and better. This is like our 12th or 13th year doing it.
Nice.
So it's been a
Fire.
great
So
event.
is there an upcoming event that I can share and then I can tag and then share it through the various groups of people that travel to Vegas?
We're always doing a ton of events. My store's on Fremont Toy Shack. We're at Fremont Las Vegas Boulevard, so we're open till midnight on Friday and
Some
Saturday.
toys in.
Oh,
Yeah,
Bring any
vintage
toys in
toys.
so I can see.
I'll bring some more. Our
Oh,
online
you
store.
do got one in the car
Yeah.
to keep
Do
it
you have
real.
one in the car?
Yeah, we're toy
Is
nuts.
it
so.
it's something
Oh.
that's like a safe toy? Like I don't know.
Of course,
No?
of course.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, what are you?
Yeah,
Where's your mind
Don't
at?
let the bald
That's my
head
mind.
like fool you.
I'm just
Yeah.
making sure. There's a
Nicole.
protocol.
Nicole's a freak.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm a responsible person. I want to make sure that
I'm
I'm not
playing.
the viewers. I have to be
We're
certain I'm
keeping
skinny
it clean. We're keeping it clean. It's
That's
collectible
good.
toys.
PG.
It's
girl.
like Star Wars, Terminator,
Yeah.
Indiana Jones. It's like collectible toys. He gets a lot of props from movies, stuff like that.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
just seen you at the Days of the Dead event. You didn't have a table there. Did you know about the Days of the Dead event?
That's one of my. I really love going to that
Yeah.
event, supporting it. Anything that's going on downtown, we try to support it. But it's a fun event. We love going.
So your events, like, how can we know about them earlier?
We'll have to just include you in and put it on your
Facebook?
guys' social media.
Okay.
So we'll definitely inform you guys. Anything else that's
Well,
going
it's
on
advertised all over the place too.
Okay.
So I mean,
Yeah.
you just got to catch it if you catch it.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, so next time you do have a group event,
She's
please
trying to catch
make a
it.
public invite, and I'll invite
100%.
thousands of
Yeah.
people because a lot of people don't know. There's so many different platforms, so a lot of people then get missed.
Yeah, it's sad. We were just saying that when you live in Vegas, you always find out about the events the day after the event.
Facts.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Facts.
So, the events that we do, most of them are very family friendly. So
Okay.
Well,
it's
that's good. I
great.
just
So you
didn't
bring
know.
your
I
kids
just-
out and
Oh,
hang
for
out
sure.
and do a lot of that kind
I
of
spend a
fun
lot
stuff.
of money.
Spend a lot of money.
And you don't have to just have cash. You have the cards and everything too. Because
Of
sometimes
course.
some events are just cash and some are.
Yeah, we don't do credit checks. We're Mexican. We take anything. Don't worry about it. Good.
Cash
It's all
Cash
good.
App, info.
We don't care what. We'll take identity theft. It's not our
No,
deal.
no, he
You know what I
won't.
mean?
He's just kidding. He's just
You
kidding.
guys deal with that later.
Kidding. Everything has to be legit. Don't be doing anything.
You all take payment arrangements?
Oh, layaway? Damn, she went deep. She said you do layaway.
What?
It depends how much the down payment is first.
Energy drink? Oh, it's just
That's funny.
I need
That's
an energy drink going on. But there is a lot of. Can you share anything that's coming up, upcoming projects? Anything to put a spotlight on? Is there any characters also that you would ever want to try out that you haven't tried?
There's a movie that I just did recently. It's called Locksmith. It just came out about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Check that one out. It's with Ryan Phillippe, Kate Bosworth, Ving Rhames.
Where can we watch it?
You can watch it pretty much anywhere.
Okay.
It's out. And then another one called Paradise City with John Travolta and Bruce Willis. One of Bruce Willis's last movies. So
Special.
yeah, my heart and prayers out to Bruce
Special.
Willis for what he's going through.
Yes.
And then just did a movie with Quavo, Migos. So that's gonna be coming out soon too. So check that one out. And on the Mayans, season 5. That's gonna be off the hook. Check out the Mayans season 5. We coming back hard. We're in the middle of filming that right now,
Yes.
and
Working hard.
trying to. And the checks are clearing, so I'm
Yeah,
all right.
okay. Oh,
Nah,
okay.
but
that was my next question.
yeah, right. I know. Right? Nah, I'll play it, but nah, it's a blessing just to be able to stay working. So yeah, but those are some things you can check out right now. And then we got some things popping off that we're doing. Me and Johnny actually produced 2 movies that you can watch: Psycho's Path and Ditch Party. We're already gearing up to produce our 3rd movie. So there's some stuff that's popping off. And then expansion on the store. He just opened up a new comic store
Yeah,
Dang.
Henderson.
in Henderson.
Yeah.
So
You were going to share that. He had to share it.
Like
I
a
know,
crossover.
no, I'm setting them up. I'm setting up the platform. I'm setting up the platform.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Doing it.
Carl's
He
got
just
this
bought a
comic.
comic book store,
Yeah.
That's dope.
and he took over it. So
I love a good comic book.
we just opened that up 2 months ago, and there's some collectibles up in there too.
Okay.
So stuff is moving, and then we got the Amazon deal that's popping off,
Yeah.
which is actually in this building, which is funny. This building got 168 rooms, and no, I'm playing.
They're leaving you
I know.
again.
And then But Johnny got 164 of them. And long story short, I'm playing.
That's not a good angle.
But we got some stuff popping up, so stay tuned. And if you want to follow me on my Instagram, Actor Noel G, stay in touch with me there. And yeah, let's get
You're
it.
gonna be
Let's
busy.
get it.
You are getting it.
We're
I remember
trying.
you telling me
We're
you're
trying.
saying I'm busy, then you're like showing me chairs with your name and John Travolta's name. Like, well,
Nicole's all over the place. So I met homegirl doing a movie, and my homegirl right here doing a movie. We were in the same movie with our hearts and prayers out to Tom Sizemore's family right
Oh my
now.
gosh, yeah.
That was
I'm so sorry
I did
about
6,
that.
7 movies with Tom, and this one hit hard because he was actually really, truly a personal friend. The last time I talked to Tom, it was crazy. It was about 2 months ago. He asked me to do his acting class for him.
Yeah,
'Cause
he invited me to that.
He was filming a movie, and he couldn't. And I do acting classes as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So long story short, he wanted me to take over. That was the last time we talked. He never got back to me. But I've seen Tom and his ups and downs, and
So
you know,
bye.
good dude. So
Yeah.
good dude, crazy dude, but a good
I
Yeah.
talked to him last
Very
month
good
because
spirit.
he wanted
And,
to
uh,
be here.
dude, and a hell of an actor.
You
I'm sorry, I
know,
don't want to
okay.
cut you off.
For
I don't
real,
wanna cut you off.
I'll be there. But I did talk to him last month, and then all of a sudden, like 2 days later, it was so soon that it hit me to my core because the hardest part is when they had to pull the plug, and it lasted for days. I had that happen with my father, so the
Yeah.
process of that is not good. It's so
Well,
I
losing
really,
the life period sucks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
and,
It's just
and to circle back around with Bruce Willis, that would have been the only one that I was giddy over. I would have been security. I would have grabbed him and like to his lips, like shh, it's okay. But now I don't have to worry. He doesn't have to worry. His family doesn't have to worry. See what it worked out.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah, Bruce is a good guy, man. It was hard.
So that was only.
It was hard seeing him like that, you know, because he was an action star, and he's, you know what I mean. And so yeah, but I've seen it. I haven't seen it all because I never see it all until the day I die. But even when I die, I haven't seen it all, but I've seen a lot. And yeah,
I'm like,
an emotional moment for the podcast. An emotional moment for the podcast.
But we do pay for respects,
Absolutely.
and that part is really
100,
important.
100.
But I know you're in here for.
So that's some
more
stuff
days.
that's popping off right there. Yeah,
Five more days then. You have
So he's
another-
good
Yeah, a
here
couple
for a
more
good
days,
time,
yeah.
not a long time.
I'm here for
What else
like
are you doing here?
I'm here for 3 more days. We
Okay.
got some meetings and just some stuff we're pushing, and then at the same time, some playtime in between.
Yeah,
You know,
I
when
can
you in
see that,
Vegas,
yeah.
it got to be party /
That'll be fun.
business.
That'll be fun.
It's
that
Vegas.
part.
You know what I
That
mean?
part.
Yeah, gotcha. That's mandatory.
Angles do not look up.
I live by that. I live by that quote. I seen a quote one time, and I love the quote. It said, "Don't be so busy building a career, you don't make a life."
That part.
And so that's it. So I mean, you got to have fun. You got to balance it.
How do you
know
do
what I mean?
that?
You got to balance. You got to balance.
But you know what? Last year I wanted to work. And then I'm like, this year I'm taking trips. I'm having fun. I
You
want
got
to work
to.
still, but I
Yeah.
still want to have fun.
You got to. You got.
Yeah.
I mean, the one mistake that people make, respectfully, is time. You know,
Mhm.
people think that they have a lot of time, and really, you don't. You don't know how much time you do or don't have. You know what I mean? People can go just like this, or a disease can pop up on you right away. God forbid. God forbid. But I'm just saying, just don't be so busy building a career you don't make a life. So that's all I say.
Because it is very consuming in this industry,
Yes.
and so that balance is key. The thing is, when you're new, I've been 2 years now in
You
this.
fresh out the gate.
Yeah.
Fresh, but they're
I'm
putting me
impressed.
up.
I am impressed with this one here.
Yeah.
She just got started. She just got started in business 2 years. I've been in business over 30 years, and this girl's already been like 2 years in, and it's like she's been in the business for 15 years.
But the thing is,
You know what I'm saying? I trip out.
But you know how to balance it, and I'm not. So that's the thing is.
Well, there's some stuff I was trying to
Oh,
teach
you
her
were-
offline.
was
Like
I not
you can't.
listening?
I don't know, but I was
listening.
like,
I'm
some
hard-headed.
stuff you gotta.
I wasn't listening. I'm just like, I'm going to do this
Yeah.
my way.
Yeah.
And you're like, Nicole, I'm telling you. I'm like,
She'll
I'm not
learn.
listening.
She'll learn. Yeah, what'd you say?
Sure.
No, I'm
Right.
just kidding.
We saw you filming too on Fremont. We bumped into you over there
Oh,
downtown.
yeah, you did with Obliterated. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was,
Yeah.
it was cold.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
So I was
I know.
One of those cold nights.
It's cold and,
You were shivering. I know. I
That,
saw.
that was one of the times when that, I saw that guy exposing himself. So, yeah, just memories. I
Yeah,
don't
well,
know.
welcome,
Well, that's
welcome to
Fremont,
Fremont.
yeah,
Yeah.
Vegas.
And no,
That's
yeah,
actually
what do you
welcome to
expect?
Vegas because that could happen
Yeah.
anywhere, not just
Anywhere.
Fremont.
I mean, at least
Anywhere,
In
anywhere.
Vegas,
anywhere.
anything goes.
I don't
Yeah,
know. It's
Vegas and LA keep up.
No, for sure. They're sisters.
Yeah.
They're second cousins.
there is. So there's a lot going on now, and I'm starting to make more connections. And I would love to have you part of a feature film. So another one, if I can't get you on this one, I would love to connect that way. There's going to be other ones. It won't be here in Vegas, but there'll be ones in like Texas that are bringing to fruition. But I just have to get past this one first because my mind, it's like mushy right now. There's something that's not working. It's like it's broken.
No, but it's good what you're doing because that's your best teacher. You know, it's just you got to just put a film under your belt. You'll learn so much in that process, and that will be your college education course right there.
Well, I want to be an asset on set. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm just in front of the camera. I want to learn behind the scenes too. So
I'll give you a true story, and I'll make it quick. So I had the pleasure of meeting George Clooney one time on Warner Brothers set, and I asked him a question because I always like to ask people that I work with who are advanced, this one question. I say, if you had one piece of advice for an actor, what would it be? And out of all the other people that I've asked, I love George Clooney's answer the best. He said, I would know everything about cameras, craft service, wardrobe, the trailers, even down to the grips. Because when you know a piece, at least about everything, he goes, no one can run game on you.
Ooh, I love that.
So I was.
I love that.
That was my thing.
No, honestly. And that's true. That's true. You know what?
Yeah,
you have to treat everyone the same too.
Yeah, if you have a piece of knowledge,
yeah.
if you got a piece of knowledge of everything, at least you know something about that, and this.
Yes.
And if someone comes in, tries to overcharge you or step on you or do some dirt, you at least got some knowledge to know, like, nah, that ain't right.
Thank you. I think that's good for actors that are watching too.
Solid piece of advice, and that definitely.
I take no credit for that.
Yeah.
That's George Clooney said it,
but
it stuck with me.
For sure.
But it stuck with me ever since, and I was like, all right, cool, thanks, man.
I agree.
But it's hard in this industry because I didn't always like, oh, I want to be this. I went 2 years ago. I was like, oh, let me see what this is about, and I was like, oh, it should be easy. I thought in my head it was going to be easy. And it was nothing but easy. And then I did get my first Taft Hartley. They paired me. They
that's awesome.
These young guys. So I did go at Warner Brothers, the clean lane. I go, is this a cougar scene? I was very confused by it. And then the guy was giving me a smoldering look. So I was like, I'm your mother's age. I said, don't even get fresh with me. I'm going to hold your arm because they're saying to go to Mark II. What are they saying? Reset? What are they? Just talk normal. I had no idea. 12 hours. But they liked the look. And at first I'm like, what do you mean look? Blah, 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 blah. And then I'm like, you know what? I didn't have any acting skills, especially back then. So I was like, you know what? Let's go on that look. Let's But then I wanted to learn the crew side because the crew side is where everything keeps running.
For sure.
It really is, and the communication is key. And I was carrying like 20 cases of water each side. And they're like, you couldn't see it. I was like, but I don't look at. I don't know what's going on. It's taking a long time to get a muscle there. I don't know what's happening here.
You look good.
But yeah, I am excited. I want to pull everything.
Yeah, you look
together.
good. Don't become one of the muscular chicks looking like the Hulk. Like, no,
Exactly.
you good. Like
Your
this.
voice be like,
Yeah.
hey, friend.
Ah!
You didn't have a sex change, did you? No.
Yeah, I grow out a mustache and I'm good. I'll pull my hair back and wear a man bun.
You guys get a different role.
That's going on. But yeah, there's just I want to be able to connect with you more now that I'm learning it. But when I wouldn't know. I had to find out things for myself. I have to. That's the only way I learn is me learning, sometimes the hard way too. I have to learn it because then I'm aware of it. Oh yeah, want me to move this down a little bit?
Yeah, your best teacher is being on set.
Experience.
Is being in the middle of the action.
You know what? I learned that.
Oh, you know, wait. So
that.
this is funny, right? So not to cut you off, I apologize. Johnny, when you produced the movie Psychopath with me, he got to see firsthand what it really was. It was funny because he was only going to be there for 2 days, and he ended up staying with me throughout the whole shoot, helping me out. But share one experience that you learned first time, really helping from behind the camera. Like, was there anything that stuck out to you in Psychopath that you did that was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was just there, all hands on deck, wherever they needed me. I just was. Any position I could fill, I was there. And we're working 18, 20-hour days nonstop for 2-3 weeks. And people, I didn't realize how. I mean, with Pawn Stars, I understand that we're filming for 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours for a 5-10 minute segment. So I kind of understand that part of it, but it's no comparison in movie production with sound and lighting and all of these things that can go wrong and happen. And that was the great thing that Noel had as far as experiences preventing, hey, we got to do this in case this doesn't happen. Because I've seen this held up production or delayed production or completely cancel a movie because something goes wrong. So we had to be really careful. So he was always having me look out for certain things. But I learned a ton in our first movie, in our second movie, but it was definitely a learning experience. And it's a college education, really does. When you're hands-on and
No better way of learning. There's no better. That's why I wanted to learn. There's a lot of people that talk in this industry.
Just talk.
Yeah. Calm that out.
Yo, it's COVID-27.
I don't have a cough. But a lot of people only did in front of the camera, and they're like, "Oh, how are you being?" I go, "I'm not just utilizing in front." I said, "You have to do behind the scene, so it's not just the PA work. That's a lot of work."
Yeah.
I don't mind. I'll clean the toilets and I don't take out garbage.
No, PAs hand down, they do a lot of work. I give it up to PAs, honest to God, because they are one of the most hard-working people on set. To keep it honest, they got to run around and trailer to trailer.
They're doing everything.
PAs, they in a sense. Sometimes I feel like, man, you get taken advantage of, you know, to keep it real. Because I've seen some PAs just run and grind, and I'm like, damn, like, but
they definitely need more credit.
But if you haven't done it, how are you going to respect somebody? I have to be in the positions I am in so I can understand the workload.
Yeah.
And then I can appreciate the people that are in it, or maybe they're not doing it right. So I'll, you know what?
Well, that's why I tell people, you know, be an extra on set or a PA or whatever, because you're right there in the middle of the action and you're going to learn, make the connections. And if you got the gift of gab, you know, that's the other catch. You know what I'm saying? That's how you can advance. So.
And I think that if you try like stand-in is like you're really there. So you get to see behind the scenes, you're working right next to that actor, and it's just.
Never done that one.
Yeah, try stand-in.
I know a lot of stand-ins who are now like, damn, okay.
Yeah,
now they're in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stand-in first.
I also see on set, someone's struggling, and there's people that just sit around because it's not their thing to fix. I will never work with those people. I will see the people that help step up and want to help out the workload.
Yeah.
Those are my people.
Yeah.
So I pay really close attention. So when there's people that are like, "Oh, can you hook me up? I know you're doing this." I go, "I see what you did on your last set. Sit there." Well, someone who was struggling with something, that's not for me.
So that's what happens in the two movies that me and Johnny did together. Yeah. The two movies. There's one of our PAs right there. No, I'm just kidding. One of the two movies that me and Johnny did together, it was funny because some of the people we kept from the first movie and took them to the second movie. And that's how the family starts to build, because you know who you can trust, who can do what, and who can't. So it makes perfect sense.
I think that's how it is.
Yeah, amen.
But then when they do see you do the work, then people are reaching out. Can you help me? I don't even know you. Let me see what you've done. I'm not doing all your work.
Well, one of the best things that someone taught me in life too was this. If you're one of those people who come to work and you say, "I'm sorry I'm late. I'm sorry I forgot to do that email. I'm sorry I forgot to make that phone call," you just become a sorry worker.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like it.
No one wants to work with sorry people. They want to work with problem solvers.
Yeah,
I feel sorry for you. You gotta go.
Not a liability. You want to be an asset.
Too many sorries makes you a sorry worker. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to use that next time.
2023. We not sorry.
You can have it. You can have it.
I am. I'm going to take it. I take it. I said I'm going to take it. I'm going to give a heads up.
Hey, Johnny's hiring and firing all the time, so he knows what the heck I'm talking about. This guy's cutting loose. This guy's cutting people loose left and right.
Is that hard for you to do?
It's really hard in Vegas to. Well, they say you got to get better at firing sometimes because it's hard. You get attached to employees and you want them to like do well, and then sometimes it's just they just. I think with the younger generation, they lack the ambition and the structure that we had in our generation.
Oh, this generation has changed.
Yeah.
Some of the younger generation, but not all. Sometimes you find a needle in the haystack.
Yeah.
But their communication skills are just they're just not that great. And I remember back in my days, in the early days, when I used to walk into stores and, "Hey, how you doing?" And they would talk. And
now it's nothing. You
like,
just walk in, they look at you like.
Right. Like, damn, was I not supposed to walk in the store? There's an open sign right there.
Right here.
Then
it makes you not want to buy anything. You're like,
right.
What's the next
And that's
store?
bad for business.
Or not only that, to go meet a girl, you had to go have a slip to talk to her, approach her, get the number. Like,
Yeah, right.
And now they look at you funny, which like, what are you saying?
And then a lot of them too, like he was telling me their math, right? Their math is like horrible.
Oh yeah,
There's
it's
something
really
wrong with
bad.
people that are bad at math.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, when you're selling and stuff, you should at least know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There should be you should at least know add and subtract the basics.
Well, know, some people are bad at
What's
math.
1 plus
Just
1?
pass.
It's 7.
I think the blondes are the
Give them a pass.
exception.
Give them. Let them
The
hold
blondes
the
are the
sign up.
exception.
If they're bad at math, let them hold at least a sign up in front of your establishment.
Yeah.
Can't add. That's why I'm here.
Did we touch a sensitive bone here?
We
What's going on?
did. We did. Failed 3 times
Awesome.
in college.
I was talking about the other people. The other people after the
I
other people.
am definitely in that other group. That's okay though. That's all right. You know, I love anybody that
That's
can't
okay.
do math. You're welcome in my.
No, I ain't gonna lie, I'm bad at that, but I at least know to add and subtract, you know what I mean?
Okay,
At
You
least
know what?
I-
I think that's why we click.
You know, is that right? I know how to talk sometimes. Sometimes I don't. I do talk to a lot of people. I like to know the people in the environment. I like to know what they're about. So that part is bringing the community together. So and you do a lot of platforms. You've been on a lot of nonprofits. You've given back to so many people, and I love that you're able to have your platform give to so many people.
Yeah.
I love that you're able to bring people in for a good time, to take them away from whatever's going on in their house life, and to inspire them to do more and be more. So that part is really cool.
Yeah, even locally, just this week I saw one of the kids that we talked to from juvenile hall. So every Christmas and some of the holidays, me and Noel would go to the juvenile halls, and me and some other places out here. Like I've always fed them and talk to them and try to give them some advice. But Noel does a lot of that outreach to the schools
Oh,
and
that's good.
the troubled youth, to kind of give them some advice and push
I
them in a
know
better
in
direction.
LA you were with the church community out
Yeah.
there, and you always were talking about it. Is that what got you started into it?
No, the way we got started was, and I'll try to zoom through this story. We had a company back in the early days, and I'm talking 23 years ago. And what we used to do is we used to take prisoners and thugs and put them in movies and films. And because we wanted to make it more authentic.
Yeah.
And one time I did a movie, and it was funny. I had a lot of background people, but nothing against this or that. They looked like a bunch of Mexican surfers, and they didn't look like gangsters. And I was like, so one day I told the director, I said, can I bring some homeboys from my hood? And all I want you to do is look at my homies that I brought and look at what you hired. And so he hired all my homies. He's like, we're going to use your people. I was like, that's where the idea came out of. So we had this company called Suspect Entertainment, and we would just make, the thug part in Hollywood look more authentic, But what happened was, as we were starting to become known and we're getting bigger, we started getting called randomly from schools, boys and girls clubs, and juvenile halls, and they were calling us up and they were saying, man, it's so awesome how you guys turned your life around, how you guys were, once, banging on the street, and now you're doing movies. Can you share your story about how you became? And then that's how but it was funny because when we first came in, we had too many chiefs in the hen house, and we came in sloppy. We didn't know how to do it. We had 8, 10 thugs. We would all walk into high schools and we're talking, and it was a horror show. It was a mess because, he wanted to talk and he's interrupting him and we're interrupting, and sometimes he would say something, the other guy don't agree.
Right.
And it was, so, finally when the company broke up, long story short, because I, quote unquote, was one of the recognizable more faces, I was called, by myself.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and then I started going out. So before you know it, I started developing a reputation of becoming a motivational speaker.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so that's how
I
that
can see that. Okay, I see that.
that's how it got started. I cut out a lot of fat, trying to get straight to the bone on that. There's a lot more, but you get the overall picture. So so ever since then, and I love it, because that's one of the best parts of this business, is how you utilize and use your platform. You know what I'm saying? And the way I want to use it and utilize it is by encouraging and inspiring and motivating people, letting people know that their dream can become a reality.
That's where it's
That's
at.
exactly what
And that's what I like doing.
I'm
So.
inspired to do as well.
And I tell people, I'm not saying I was the craziest in the streets. I ain't saying none of that, but I am saying been there, done that.
Yeah.
I was facing 15 years for attempted murder, armed robbery, assault with a deadly weapon. I did 4 years locked up. So I've been there, done that.
Yeah.
And this is the way I say it. If I'm a nerd and a dork because I want freedom and a family, I'd rather be a nerd and a dork with freedom and a family than a tough guy in a 2-man cell.
Yeah.
So because I don't care how tough you are, once you locked up, you find out that you ain't as tough as you
As
thought.
tough as you thought you were.
You know what I'm saying? So those are just little gold nuggets right there.
But that's what you did. You changed into a different path because you wanted better for yourself, and now you have it for yourself, you're also bringing it to other people, and that part's what gets me. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
and if
need
you
the
show,
nonprofits.
if they see you doing that, especially young men that look up to you, they're gonna take that route. So,
Well, what I it's not about the money; it's about the heart. But I'm just saying, at the same time, you can do what you love and get paid for it. And a lot of people don't know that. You know, if you're an artist, you can put your art on shirts, you can put it on cars, put it on walls, whatever. Get paid for that. A lot of kids have to understand that their passion can become a career.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, it's like Shark Tank. You know, I love that show.
Yeah,
So
me too.
people just got to understand that, you know. But you develop a name, and you know, you just can't run everywhere around for free either.
Right.
So that's what I try to explain to people. I'm not Kevin Hart of The Rock, but I get asked a lot to be here, there, and there. I just can't. And you know, I've been very blessed to know a lot of business people who are very successful. I've been around billionaires, millionaires, and thousandaires. And nonprofit or profit, they both make money. Nonprofit is just a friendlier way of saying no money, but you're still making money. So that part I can care less. When someone says nonprofit or profit, I'm moved by the heart of what are you doing, why, and I want to find out the reason, profit or nonprofit.
Why?
Yeah, so you know, you just learn things, you know.
Very smart.
Yeah, a lot of
Very
knowledge.
intelligent.
Soak that knowledge in right
Yeah.
But I do want to say this one last thing, and I'm done. I always got to push this. I got to give it up to the man upstairs. I got no
Praise
shame,
God.
and I always say it straight out, put God first in your life, and the rest will work itself out.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, that's my hero. Everybody got a hero. You know, it might be Superman, the Incredible Hulk, Thor. My hero is Jesus Christ. So
Jesus
I just
Christ,
want to
and
say
have
that.
faith.
Yeah.
And
I wanted
trust
to
him.
end with that.
Yes, I love that.
Thank you
so
for
much.
being here, and very inspiring. I actually learned more than I knew. I was like,
Well, Nicole, you know homegirl. You know me for. I love this girl right here. She's the reason why I'm here. I came through. This is my people right here. I love you too. And this is my brother. I was getting to you. I was saving the best for last. I was saving the best for last. Actually, jump in here real quick. Jump in here. Come here. Now you put yourself on the spot. Now you get up in here. Get in here.
Come on.
Don't trip on
All
the
the
way.
way up.
Come here. Move,
This is the woman. This is the woman behind the camera who makes the magic happen. Don't worry, you'll
Hold on.
pop up on the screen in 15
4,
minutes.
3, 2.
We're
It's all
here.
good.
This is the show.
Here she comes. Here she comes. Watch
Where is
this.
it? Where? Hold on.
Here she comes. Here she comes. Hold up.
Look
She's
how
coming
I
right
look
now.
so
I
sorry.
see it.
Look
It's
how
building.
crazy I look.
So there's this screen behind that you guys obviously can't see, and everything that we're doing now happens
5,
10 minutes later.
4.
So we're laughing because
3,
it's right there. I wish you could see
I
it.
know. I don't know what's going on. This is I gotta be careful.
There she is.
Oh,
Bam.
This is Maria Preza behind
Oh, that's a great
Social
picture.
Media Shows Network and Vegas View platform. So if
Check
you,
her out on Spotify.
YouTube, socialmediashows.com.
And now I got this.
And now I'm gonna be under platforms.
Absolutely. That's the way
I
to
close
go.
the deal,
That's what's
right?
up. Yeah, you close it.
Okay, go.
Thank you so much for having us. We
Thank you so much.
appreciate you too. Thank you for having us.
Let's
Thank you
just
for
go
having
back.
us.
Thank
Cool.
you. They gotta be
Thank
careful
you.
of this. Yeah, gotta be careful
It's all
here.
good.
Not yet, until it's not. Yeah. But, look at
Yeah,
that.
that's a Fremont
nice.
act. Relax.
That's a
That's all I'm
Fremont,
saying.
you
I'm
know.
just
I got paid for that one. No free things. Okay.
Well, this was definitely a fun, entertaining, knowledgeable show. We got a lot of information. Put us up on game.
There we go.
Thanks for having us. Love you guys. And until next time, and follow me on my Instagram, actor Noel G. And my boy's Instagram is.
Toy expert Johnny.
Toy expert.
Toy
That's what's
expert.
up. We love you guys.
This is Nicole Vega, and I'm Drea Davis. See you next week.
Next week, come in Fast and Furious style.
Yeah.
Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across social media platforms. We produce over 70 shows with over 1,000 episodes. In the process, we've helped over 100 creators realize their dreams and start their own show. We give platforms to promote your business. If you are an artist, if you have an event, if you are entrepreneurs, or if you have a story. If you haven't done it yet, go ahead and subscribe and follow us on major social media platforms. And if you have a great idea of a show, join us. Social media shows can help you produce and live stream your own show. Let us help you make your dream become a reality.
Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections, connecting veterans with resources. So please consider helping and donating to this great cause because we're always doing things for veterans. So GI Connections, Social Media Shows, and you is what makes the world a better place. Once again, Joseph Skoda, proud United States Air Force veteran.
Welcome to Social Media Shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across social media platforms. We produce over 70 shows with over 1,000 episodes. In the process, we've helped over 100 creators realize their dreams and start their own show. We give platforms to promote your business. If you are an artist, if you have an event, if you are entrepreneurs, or if you have a story. If you haven't done it yet, go ahead and subscribe and follow us on major social media platforms. And if you have a great idea of a show, join us. Social media shows can help you produce and live stream your own show. Let us help you make your dream become a reality.
Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections, connecting veterans with resources. So please consider helping and donating to this great cause because we're always doing things for veterans. So GI Connections, Social Media Shows, and you is what makes the world a better place. Once again, Joseph Skoda, proud United States Air Force veteran.